Hello, beautiful people! Welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite podcast, The Journey Called Love. It's your host, Damilola Daisy, and I give practical guides to doing relationship the right way. I hope that you've been getting value. No, I'm not hoping. I know that you have been getting value for your time. I hope that you enjoyed last episode. And today we are going to be going into something different from compatibility. But I know that I promised, or the plan is that we are going to talk about compatibility for the month of March. But this is random, and I wanted to talk about it. As soon as it came to mind. You're going to enjoy this, trust me. Okay, so today we are going to be considering consent. However you choose to pronounce it, right? Again, considering consent, and this is really important for me because I believe that it's something that is a noble, gentlemanly, or ladylike thing to do, not just when you are in a relationship with someone, but in any kind of relationship, not just when you are in a romantic relationship with someone, right? So it's important that you seek people's consent on everything and anything that involves them. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to try to establish what it means, and then we go from there. Alright, so consent, when you hear the word consent, actually you often think that it's in the context of sexual relationship or sexual activity. That is true in a way, but because originally consent is like the word you use when you have to, or when you're referring to sexual relationship. You know, they say when they take rape cases to court, sometimes you hear was it consensual, is there consent, all of those kind of communication happens, right? But consent in the actual sense is not complete without other forms or other kinds or other things around it. So generally, consent applies to a much broader range of behaviors. It's, plus dictionary meaning, the permission for something to happen or agreement to do something with someone, right? So it could be physical, it could be sexual, but there are also other behaviors that you need to seek consent for before you do it with somebody else, especially for behaviors that involve other people. If it's just you can do whatever you want or you can be asking yourself for consent anyways, that's okay. But when it involves other people, you need to seek their consent before you do whatever it is you want to do. But consent is all about respecting people's space and respecting their boundaries. It's nothing serious. It's just that you, as much as, this is important for love, relationship, marriage, or whatever. When I say love, relationship, marriage, I'm also talking about other relationships that does not have to do with romance or what have you. It's important because it's talking about respect, it's talking about boundary, it's talking about personal space, and these things are things that are very important to note when it comes to love relationship or other forms of relationship, right? The absence of consent violates boundaries. It means that you don't respect the person's boundaries. So aside from the fact that it's a noble thing to do, it's really cool when you ask people for their consent. It's also a way to show, or a way to say that, I respect your boundary. I will not do what you don't want me to do, right? I will not do what you've said no to. That kind of thing. All right. So with consent, there are actually forms. I don't know if it's called forms or types, but there are forms of consent. So first, I'm going to talk about physical consent, because this is one that almost every, I don't want to shake tables, but almost every guy, okay, maybe almost is not a fair thing, but guys violate all of the time, and then it's not even a big deal. If you go to the market, Jesus. Okay, no, I know that, I understand that the market is a marketplace and crazy things happen there, but oh god, people just touch people anyhow. I'm not talking about we cannot escape touching each other's body because everywhere is crowded and you have to just make way. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those guys that will just come out of nowhere and stand on the road and hold your hand and say, come and check this clothes here. Or some bike men even do it too at the garage, or yes, they do it. They carry your bag, carry you, push you. If you're not careful, oh Jesus. it's crazy. But then again, I understand, because you can even ask those people to be asking for consent. That's definitely very funny. So this is not about, or this is not for them. This is definitely for people that are gentlemen, And I also believe that consent is not a gender thing. I don't like when I talk about things and then I pick gender, right? I don't believe that anything is a gender. There are some things that are made specific to gender. I mean, there are gender rules and all of that, but with consent, it goes both ways. Yeah. All right. So physical. Anytime you want to touch someone, you need to ask if it is okay. Right? It's important. Questions that comes when you want to act like seek consent. Is it okay? Can I touch you? And the touch does not have to necessarily be sexual before you act, right? It does not have to be a sexual or intimate thing before you seek consent. All right? Can I touch you? Can I touch your hair? You know, some people can be really unruly. I don't know if unruly is right word, but yeah, some people can be really hungry. You know, I just made my hairs nice and fresh, and then you are admiring and without permission, just okay. I'm the kind of person that reacts to, you know, what's kind of sudden touch. So you just it, and then I react and you're like, what happened to you? Is it just because, bros? It's not just because you are passing your boundary. That's why. Can you please keep your hands to yourself? I remember meeting someone, like going to someone, and then it was it touched me, and I like my body just I jerked, kind of. I have that kind of crazy reaction. Not every time though, don't be scared. Alright, so and it was like, what's this? What's that? What happened? I mean, it was not anything serious touch. It wasn't a serious touch, but that happened, and I would have been embarrassed if it was in public, right? And then I told him, please don't touch me, I beg you. Like, it's not even because of anything, it's just that I'm not comfortable with it. So it's important so that you will not put people in uncomfortable situations, and you will not end up maybe embarrassing yourself, because some people are not nice. You do that to them, you put them in an uncomfortable situation, and then they lash back at you, right? They give it back to you. So instead of all of those kind of drama, ensure that you seek consent. Whether or okay, so this might feel like, okay, if the person is your friend, it's not supposed to be a big deal. If the person is your girlfriend or your boyfriend, it's not supposed to be a big deal. Yeah, it shouldn't be, right? But then it just makes sense. It means that you respect their boundaries. See, these things are like subtle signs to say, okay, I respect you, I respect your boundary and all of that. I respect your body and all of that. Nothing serious, but it is important. All right, so something as this as holding hands. Can I hold you? You know, can I hold you? Can I pat you in the shoulder? Patting shoulders, hugging. Well, there's some people that don't like to hug, and there's some people that don't see it as a big deal. So you need, I mean, do you understand now? You see, like, I mean, we are different, and we react different to things, especially with physical touches. So you need to with touches, sorry. So you need to like seek consent before you do something, so that you don't end up being embarrassed. And of course, every other kind of thing, every other kind of touch, every other kind of physical touch. I think physical touch is the right word. Yeah, any other kind of physical touch, right? So you ask, can I hug you? Is it okay to hold your hand? Is it okay to hold your waist? Ha! Oh Lord. I said I will not shake tables, Harry. I said it's not a gender thing. Okay, let me rest. But you know what you know where I'm going to, right? You know what I'm talking about. Is it okay to hold your waist and all of that? Can I, you know, can you move? Can I pass through? You know, ask questions, seek consent. Okay, another one is financial consent, and this has to do with making sure that people consent to how their money is spent, not, you know, don't invade on people's budget and just cause unnecessary nuisance, right? And then they don't have a choice but to just let me just pay for you and all of that. Don't do that. You need to be careful with that. Stop putting people in tight corners where they not have to just say, okay, it's fine, I'll pay. Don't use people into paying or spending their money on you. Be like, give people the respect people's finances. If that's the right way to put it, respect people's finances. Like, ensure that people are consenting to how they are spending their money, not just so that people will not be like, oh, this guy is coming again, oh my god. Also, people will not be having that kind of reaction when they hear from you or something. You know, you want to go out with your friends, and you know, this is serious actually. You know that your friend is the kind of person that might not actually discuss whether or not you guys should split the bill. You can bring up the discussion, right? Can we split the bill? Especially if you are somebody that is not so comfortable with spending people's no, that didn't come out right. But if you're somebody that is not so comfortable with, I mean, receiving at all time, like you are the one that they are always taking out, you are not giving and all of that. So I've had situations where I asked the guy, okay, let me just pay. Although guys, none of the rest. And I don't know why. I know that it's a man thing to pay the bills and all of that, but then sometimes just allow the lady to, if she's offering to. Some people sometimes we will not want to offer, but when we are offering to, I mean, just it's not anything. It's just that we respect. We don't want to be like a nuisance. I understand that you don't see us like as that, but it just makes us more comfortable. Some of us actually, it makes us more comfortable when we are able to split the bills. We don't feel like you are burdened by us and all of that. So yeah, have that discussion, seek consent. Can I expect you to pay? Are you going to pay for this? Or am I going to pay? Should we split the bills? Is it okay? Can you foot the bills? Do you want to buy this? Can I add this to the list of things? Can I put this on the basket? Consent is important. Tell Jesus. So those guys assume, yes, she's my sister, let me be like I understand, and I'm not downplaying the freedom and genuineness that comes with all of this, and the fact that you can do anything and it's fine, nobody's even looking at it or something. I know that there are some friendships as well that if you see consent, it's like, what kind of question is that? Why are you asking? I get. But then we have to really normalize how important it is to also ask for consent, because somebody might not mind today does not mean that they will not mind tomorrow. That's another thing I'm going to talk about, but I don't want this to be too long, so let me get on. Right, there's also digital consent, like asking someone before you take their pictures, asking them before you post their pictures. Oh god, very important. We know that already. Asking someone before you go through their phone. Somebody gives you their phone to check something and then you're going through other things. Seek consent is very important. There's also consent when it comes to time. Can I call you at this time of the night? Is it okay to receive? I feel like, can I call you is something that we underrate a lot. It's very important, especially if it's like a WhatsApp call, or if it's like a normal call, right? There's so many times that I receive normal call and interrupt my network and I'm working and I cannot do anything. So it's important to seek consent. I might not like take it out on you when I'm on the call with you or something, but I feel like I would feel better. I'll feel more comfortable to have that conversation with you if you had asked, oh, can I call you? Is it okay to call you on a normal call or something? Right? Can I visit you? Stop dropping by people's house unannounced. It's not cool. It's not a cool thing to do, okay? Can I visit you? Can I call you Rose? That's going to be the caption of this particular episode. I like the question. So yeah, even that, if you need consent, can I call you babe? You need consent sometimes. Don't be throwing babe on people, like calling people babe. Calling people babe that you have not earned or something. Only if you are sure that you've earned it, then it's free to do that. But if you have not earned it, please ask, can I call you babe? You not be saying sweetheart, so have you eaten? Who is your sweetheart? From where to where? Alright, that's on a lighter note actually. So and also, as you see consent, sometimes you might not actually get the response that you are envisaging. You might be thinking that, okay, it's just to ask, she's going to say yes, I'll be no, I'll reacting. So it's possible that she says no. Be open to accept people's response regardless of what it is. Don't be angry about it, and just you could say, oh, but why? Depending on your relationship with the person, you could explore that option, that conversation to understand, but don't take it to heart, or don't be mad at them, or don't pressure them. Don't what's that word? Don't use emotional blackmail. Don't blackmail them emotionally into now saying yes when they would normally be comfortable with a no. Alright? Yeah. So I've said before, but consent is not just a one-off thing. It's something that you have to keep asking. So that I said it's okay to come to my house yesterday does not mean that it's okay for you to come today. That I said that you can call me by 10 p.m. yesterday does not mean that it's okay for you to call me by 10 p.m. today. I know it can be tiring. That looks like petty, right? but it's very important to ask and keep asking. So it's continuous, it's active communication. Even when you're in a relationship with someone, it's important that you respect their boundaries and ask for their consent before engaging in any activity that involves them. You already booked, for example, just a wild example, you already booked reservations at a restaurant, very nice one, and you didn't even ask, oh, can I take you out for dinner? Or can you go on this date with me? You already planned everything. Maybe it's supposed to be a surprise party, and then you just call her out and make it look like it's urgent and all of that. That's cool. Surprise is okay. It's actually nice for someone that likes surprises. But then again, doesn't rule out the fact that you have to if it's not a surprise thing, seek consent. If it's not a surprise thing, seek consent. I thought to say that louder. Alright, just because you are close to somebody does not mean that you can disregard their consent or their boundaries. So respect and communication are key in any kind of relationship, and that's why I am talking about consent. I hope that you got value for your time and that is not a waste of time for you. Well, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, now is a very good time to click the subscribe button, and how do they say it now, and the notification bell, so that you get notified when the content comes up. See, the good thing about you people that are already here is that I have you in my heart, a special place, and as we grow, you're going to receive privileges. I don't know how I'll be able to identify you, but God sees you and your blessings are special. Alright, so till I come your way again next week, please stay loved, stay good, take care of yourself, and ensure that you get consent for every behavior that involves another person. Not just so that you will not be embarrassed, but so that you live a good life, so that you show that you respect people and their boundaries. Thank you guys. Bye.